Professor Tralek stood at the front of his classroom, his tentacles twitching with anticipation. Today was a historic day at the Galactic Peace University. 2 human students were joining his interspecies ethics class, and he was eager to see how they would adapt. The Galactic Peace University was known for its diverse student body, hosting beings from every corner of the galaxy. However, humans had only recently joined the interstellar community, making them a rare sight on campus. The classroom buzzed with excitement as students took their seats. Professor Tralek cleared his throat, a sound that resembled a deep melodic hum, and began his lecture. Today, we welcome 2 new students from Earth. Please join me in greeting Anna and Mark. Anna and Mark stood at the back of the classroom, nervous but excited. They waved awkwardly as the room erupted in applause. Anna, a petite woman with straight blonde hair, smiled brightly. Mark, a tall man with a serious expression, nodded respectfully. "Thank you, Professor Tralek," Anna said. "We're honored to be here and look forward to learning from all of you." Mark added, "We hope to bring a new perspective to our discussions." The students murmured in curiosity as Anna and Mark found their seats. Tralek continued, "Our first topic for discussion is the concept of empathy. How do different species understand and express empathy?" A student with shimmering scales raised their hand. "On my planet, empathy is shown through shared energy. We connect our auras to feel each other's emotions." Another student, a floating orb of light, chimed in, "We communicate through light pulses. Empathy is shown by matching the rhythm of our pulses to convey understanding." Anna raised her hand. "On Earth, empathy is often expressed through physical gestures, like a hug or a comforting touch. It's about putting yourself in someone else's shoes and trying to understand their feelings." The room fell silent as the alien students processed this new information. Professor Tralek smiled. "This is precisely why diverse perspectives are valuable. Each species has a unique way of experiencing the world. By sharing our methods, we can learn from one another." As the class continued, Anna and Mark found themselves drawn into the discussions. They shared stories from Earth, describing how humans navigated complex emotions and social interactions. Their classmates listened intently, fascinated by the differences and similarities between their cultures. After the lecture, Professor Tralek invited Anna and Mark to his office. His workspace was filled with artifacts from various worlds, each telling a story of intergalactic unity. "How are you finding the class so far?" Tralek asked, his eyes twinkling with curiosity. "It's amazing," Anna replied. "I've never been in a room with so many different perspectives. It's a little overwhelming, but in a good way." Mark nodded. "I agree. It's a lot to take in, but I think we can learn a lot here." Tralek leaned forward. "That's the spirit. The key to success at Galactic Peace University is an open mind. There will be challenges, but I have no doubt you both will rise to them." As they left Tralek's office, Anna and Mark felt a renewed sense of purpose. They were not just students. They were ambassadors for their species. Their experiences at the university would shape how humans were perceived in the galaxy. Walking through the bustling campus, they marveled at the diversity around them. Beings of all shapes, sizes, and colors interacted, each bringing their unique perspectives to the academic community. Anna and Mark knew they had much to learn, but they were ready for the journey ahead. Their first day ended with a sense of accomplishment and excitement for what was to come. They had taken their first steps into a larger universe, one filled with endless possibilities and new experiences. As the sun set over the alien landscape, Anna and Mark looked forward to the challenges and adventures that awaited them at the Galactic Peace University. The next day, Anna and Mark entered the classroom with a mix of excitement and trepidation. Today's session was an inclusion workshop designed to help students understand and appreciate each other's unique backgrounds. Professor Tralek stood at the front, ready to guide the class through this important exercise. "Welcome back, everyone," Tralek began, his voice soothing and warm. "Today, we'll be exploring the concept of inclusion. To start, let's break into small groups. Each group will discuss a challenge they faced and how they overcame it. Anna and Mark found themselves in a group with 3 other students: Zarek, a reptilian being with emerald scales; Lyra, a luminescent entity; and Crick, a small insectoid creature. They sat in a circle, the atmosphere buzzing with curiosity. Zarek spoke first. "On my home planet, we often face harsh climates. We have to work together to survive extreme heat and cold. Cooperation is essential for our survival." Lyra flickered brightly as she shared her story. "We communicate through light, but when we first encountered other species, there was a lot of misunderstanding. We had to develop new ways to express ourselves to be understood by others." Crick's antennae twitched as he spoke. "In my society, we live in large colonies. Individuality is not encouraged, but when I left to study here, I had to learn to think and act independently. It was a difficult adjustment." Anna and Mark listened intently, then shared their own stories. Anna spoke about growing up in a diverse city on Earth and learning to appreciate different cultures. Mark talked about his experience in the military, where teamwork and trust were crucial. As they shared, they began to see common threads in their experiences. Despite their differences, they all faced challenges that required understanding, cooperation, and adaptation. Professor Tralek observed the groups, pleased with the lively discussions. He called the class back together. "It's clear that, despite our diverse backgrounds, we all share common struggles. This is the essence of inclusion, recognizing and valuing our differences while finding common ground." Next, Tralek introduced a collaborative project. Each group would create a presentation on how their species approached a specific ethical dilemma. Anna's group was assigned the topic of resource sharing. Over the next week, Anna, Mark, Zarek, Lyra, and Crick met regularly to work on their project. They debated how their cultures handled scarce resources, from rationing to communal sharing. Through these discussions, they learned to appreciate each other's perspectives and found innovative solutions that combined their best ideas. One evening, as they gathered in the university's central garden, Anna looked around at her group members. "You know, when I first got here, I was worried we wouldn't be able to connect. But now, I feel like we've really bonded." Zarek nodded, his scales glinting in the twilight. "We have. It's amazing how much we can learn from each other when we open our minds." Lyra glowed softly. "This experience has taught me that true understanding comes from listening and empathy." Crick's antennae twitched in agreement. "I've learned that individuality and cooperation can go hand in hand." Their project presentation day arrived, and the group stood before the class, ready to share their findings. As they spoke, it was clear that they had not only completed the assignment, but had also forged strong connections. They highlighted how each species' approach to resource sharing could be combined to create a more equitable system. The class applauded, and Professor Tralek beamed with pride. "This is a perfect example of how diverse perspectives can lead to innovative solutions. Well done." After the presentation, Anna and Mark felt a deep sense of accomplishment. They had not only contributed to their group's success, but also gained a deeper understanding of their classmates. The experience had opened their eyes to the richness of interspecies collaboration. As they left the classroom, Anna turned to Mark. "This is just the beginning. I can't wait to see what else we can achieve together." Mark smiled. "Me too. We're part of something bigger here, and it's exciting to be a part of it." The journey ahead was still uncertain, but Anna and Mark knew they were ready to face whatever challenges came their way. With new friends and a shared purpose, they looked forward to the next chapter of their adventure at the Galactic Peace University. The buzz of excitement from the inclusion workshop still lingered as Anna and Mark walked into their next class. This session was dedicated to ethical debates, a cornerstone of the Galactic Peace University curriculum. Professor Tralek believed that by discussing ethical dilemmas, students could better understand the diverse moral frameworks of different species. "Today, we will explore the ethics of technological advancement," Tralek announced. "Each group will present an argument either for or against unrestricted technological development. You'll need to consider the potential benefits and harms. Anna and Mark found themselves in a new group with Silo, a translucent jellyfish-like being, and Brack, a large, bear-like creature with soft fur. Their task was to argue in favor of unrestricted technological development. As they brainstormed, Anna said, "We should focus on how technology can improve lives. Think about medical advancements, communication, and environmental solutions." Mark nodded. "We can also argue that limiting technology stifles innovation and progress. It's about finding a balance between advancement and ethical considerations." Xylo's tentacles shimmered. "On my planet, technology has helped us overcome many challenges, from food scarcity to natural disasters. We rely heavily on innovation." Brack rumbled in agreement. "My people have used technology to enhance our physical abilities and extend our lifespan. It's a vital part of our culture." As they prepared their argument, they also considered the potential drawbacks of unchecked technological growth. "We need to acknowledge the risks," Mark said. "Unrestricted development can lead to environmental damage and social inequality." Anna added, "But we can argue that these issues can be managed with proper regulations and ethical guidelines. The key is to find a way to harness technology for the greater good." On the day of the debate, the class was divided into two halves. Each group presented their arguments passionately. Anna and Mark's group emphasized the potential for technology to solve global problems and improve quality of life. They argued that with proper oversight, the benefits far outweighed the risks. The opposing group, which included students from various species, highlighted the dangers of unregulated technological growth. They cited examples of environmental degradation, loss of cultural heritage, and the potential for technology to be used for harmful purposes. The debate grew intense, with students passionately defending their positions. Professor Tralek moderated, ensuring that all voices were heard and that the discussion remained respectful. In the end, Tralek summarized the key points. "This debate illustrates the complexity of ethical issues. There are no easy answers, but by engaging in these discussions, we learn to navigate the gray areas and appreciate different perspectives." After class, Anna and Mark felt exhilarated by the debate. "That was intense," Anna said, her eyes shining. "But it really made me think about the broader implications of technology." Mark agreed. "It's not just about what's possible, but about what should be done." This kind of discussion is crucial. Their group members, Xylo and Brack, also expressed their appreciation for the debate. "I've never had to defend my views so thoroughly," Xylo said. "It was challenging but rewarding." Brack nodded. "It made me realize the importance of considering other viewpoints. We can all learn from each other." As they walked across campus, they saw a flyer for an upcoming interspecies cultural festival. The event promised to be a celebration of the university's diversity, featuring food, music, and performances from various cultures. "We should go," Anna suggested. "It'll be a great way to learn more about our classmates and their." Mark agreed. "It'll also be a good opportunity to share our own culture with them." The days leading up to the festival were filled with excitement and preparation. Anna and Mark decided to prepare a presentation on human culture, highlighting Earth's rich history and diverse traditions. They gathered photos, videos, and artifacts to showcase their heritage. The festival day arrived, and the campus was transformed into a vibrant tapestry of colors, sounds, and smells. Stalls lined the pathways, each representing a different species and their unique traditions. Students and faculty mingled, sharing stories, food, and laughter. Anna and Mark's presentation drew a large crowd. They spoke about Earth's history, its technological achievements, and the resilience of the human spirit. Their classmates were fascinated, asking numerous questions and expressing admiration for human creativity and adaptability. As the festival continued into the night, Anna and Mark felt a deep sense of connection to their new friends. They realized that their time at the Galactic Peace University was not just about academic learning, but about building bridges between cultures and fostering mutual understanding. The experience of the festival reinforced their belief in the importance of diversity and inclusion. They knew that their journey was just beginning, and they were eager to continue exploring the vast universe of perspectives at the Galactic Peace University. The cultural festival left a lasting impression on Anna and Mark. They spent the following days reflecting on their experiences, feeling more connected to their classmates than ever. The next challenge came in the form of a collaborative ethics project that required them to work with different species in unfamiliar environments. Professor Tralek announced the assignment in his usual melodic hum. This project will test your ability to empathize and collaborate across species. Each group will be assigned to visit a different planet and study a local ethical dilemma. Your task is to propose a solution that incorporates diverse perspectives. Anna, Mark, Lyra, and Crick were assigned to Xylo's home planet, Luminia. The ethical dilemma they would study involved the delicate balance between technological advancement and environmental preservation. Luminia was known for its stunning bioluminescent flora and fauna, but recent technological developments threatened this natural beauty. The journey to Luminia was an adventure in itself. The planet's glowing landscape mesmerized Anna and Mark as their shuttle descended. The air was filled with a soft, luminescent mist that made everything shimmer with an ethereal light. Xylo guided them to his community, where they were warmly welcomed by his family. Our challenge here, Xylo explained, is to find a way to continue our technological growth without destroying the bioluminescent ecosystems that define our planet. The group spent the first few days observing and learning. They visited various sites where technological advancements had impacted the environment. They saw areas where the glow of the bioluminescent plants had dimmed, replaced by the harsh lights of machinery. It was a stark contrast that highlighted the dilemma they needed to solve. Anna and Mark were struck by the beauty of Luminia and the passion of its inhabitants to preserve it. They held discussions with local scientists, environmentalists, and technologists, gathering insights into the different perspectives on the issue. One evening, as they sat around a campfire surrounded by glowing plants, Lyra spoke up. "We need to find a solution that allows for growth, but also respects the natural beauty of this planet. Maybe we can develop technologies that harmonize with the environment instead of replacing it." Crick's antennae twitched thoughtfully. "Perhaps we can propose a system where technological development is regulated by strict environmental guidelines. This way, advancements can continue, but not at the expense of Luminia's unique ecosystems." Anna nodded. "On Earth, we've developed green technologies that aim to reduce our environmental footprint. We could share some of these ideas and adapt them to fit Luminia's needs." Mark added, "Education and community involvement will be key. If the people here understand the importance of preserving their environment, they'll be more likely to support and adopt sustainable technologies." The group spent the next few days formulating their proposal. They suggested integrating bioluminescent plants into new technologies, using their natural light as a source of illumination instead of artificial lights. They also proposed creating protected zones where no technological development would be allowed, ensuring the preservation of key ecosystems. When the time came to present their findings to the local council, the group was nervous but hopeful. Xylo led the presentation, eloquently explaining their ideas and the rationale behind them. Anna and Mark shared examples from Earth, while Lyra and Crick emphasized the importance of balancing progress with preservation. The council listened attentively, and after a thorough discussion, they expressed their appreciation for the group's thoughtful approach. "Your proposal reflects a deep understanding of our dilemma," the council leader said. "We will seriously consider these recommendations as we move forward." As they prepared to leave Luminia, Anna and Mark felt a profound sense of accomplishment. They had not only contributed to solving a complex ethical issue, but had also strengthened their bonds with their classmates. The experience reaffirmed their belief in the power of diverse perspectives and collaborative problem-solving. Returning to the Galactic Peace University, they were greeted with warm applause from their peers. Professor Tralek commended their efforts. "You have demonstrated the true spirit of our university, one of empathy, cooperation, and innovation. Well done." Anna and Mark looked forward to their next challenge, confident that together they could overcome any obstacle and continue to bridge the worlds within the Galactic Peace University. The success of their project on Luminia had bolstered Anna and Mark's confidence. However, the next challenge would test their resolve in a different way. Professor Tralek gathered the class and introduced a new assignment focused on confronting and overcoming prejudices. Prejudice can be a subtle yet powerful force that divides us, Tralek said. Your task is to identify and address a prejudice within our university. Work with your classmates to find a solution that promotes understanding and unity. Anna and Mark were paired with Zarek and Brack for this assignment. They decided to explore the prejudices that some students harbored against species with extreme physical differences. Zarek's reptilian appearance and Brack's imposing size had made them targets of subtle discrimination. Their first step was to interview students across campus to understand the root of these. They found that fear and misunderstanding often played a significant role. Many students were simply unfamiliar with the customs and abilities of different species. We need to create opportunities for students to learn about and interact with each other, Anna suggested during a group meeting. Perhaps we can organize an event where students can showcase their cultures and abilities. Brack agreed. We could also include activities that encourage teamwork and cooperation. If students work together, they'll see each other's strengths and learn to appreciate their differences. Zarek's eyes glinted with excitement. A cultural exchange festival. We can have booths, performances, and interactive sessions where students can ask questions and share their experiences. The group presented their idea to Professor Tralek, who was enthusiastic about the proposal. With his support, they began planning the event. They reached out to various student organizations, inviting them to participate and contribute. The preparations were intensive but rewarding. Anna and Mark took charge of coordinating the logistics, while Zarek and Brack focused on involving as many species as possible. The campus buzzed with anticipation as the festival day approached. When the day finally arrived, the university grounds were transformed into a vibrant celebration of diversity. Booths lined the pathways, each representing a different species and their unique traditions. There were food stalls, cultural artifacts, and interactive displays. The air was filled with music and laughter. Anna and Mark manned the human booth, showcasing Earth's rich history and diverse cultures. They shared stories, photos, and even some traditional Earth foods, which were a hit among their classmates. Meanwhile, Zarek demonstrated his people's survival skills in harsh climates, and Brack gave a display of his species' physical prowess through a series of strength challenges. One highlight of the festival was the Team Challenge, an obstacle course designed to encourage cooperation among students from different species. Teams had to navigate various tasks that required combining their unique abilities. Anna, Mark, Zarek, and Brack formed a team and demonstrated how their diverse skills complemented each other, setting an example for others. The festival was a resounding success. Students mingled, learned, and forged new friendships. The initial awkwardness and apprehension gave way to curiosity and mutual respect. By the end of the day, it was clear that the event had made a significant impact on breaking down barriers. As they cleaned up after the festival, Anna reflected on the day's events. This was amazing. I feel like we've really made a difference. Mark nodded. People are starting to see beyond appearances. This is just the beginning. Zarek and Brack joined them, looking equally pleased. I never thought I'd see the day when we'd have such a harmonious gathering, Zarek said. It's a testament to what we can achieve when we work together. Brack added, we still have a long way to go, but today was a big step forward. The festival's success rippled through the university, fostering a more inclusive and understanding atmosphere. Professor Tralek praised their efforts in class. You have taken a significant step in promoting unity within our community. This is what the Galactic Peace University stands for: empathy, collaboration, and the celebration of our differences. Anna and Mark felt a deep sense of fulfillment. They had not only confronted and addressed a pressing issue, but had also contributed to building a more inclusive and empathetic community. As they looked ahead, they knew their journey was far from over. There were still many challenges to face and lessons to learn, but they were ready for whatever came next. Their time at the Galactic Peace University had become more than just an academic pursuit. It was a journey of personal growth and intercultural understanding. And with each step, they were helping to build a future where diversity was not just accepted but celebrated. The sense of unity from the festival lingered, but life at the Galactic Peace University was anything but static. A new challenge emerged, one that threatened the very harmony they had worked so hard to build. Professor Tralek called an emergency meeting with his ethics class, the urgency in his voice palpable. "Students, we have a situation," Tralek began, his usual calm demeanor replaced by concern. "A virus has been detected on campus, and it is spreading quickly. This virus affects different species in various ways, making it difficult to control." Panic rippled through the room. Students exchanged worried glances, their diverse features reflecting a shared fear. Anna and Mark felt their hearts race, knowing the stakes were high. "The university administration is working on a solution, but we need your help," Tralek continued. "Your task is to come up with a plan to manage the crisis and prevent further spread. You have demonstrated exceptional collaboration skills, and now we need you more than ever." Anna and Mark joined Zarak, Brack, Lyra, and Crick in a secluded study room. The gravity of the situation weighed heavily on them, but they knew they had to act quickly and effectively. "We need to understand the virus first," Anna said. "How it spreads, its symptoms, and which species are most vulnerable." Lyra, whose species had advanced medical knowledge, offered to gather data from the university's health center. Brack and Zarak volunteered to coordinate with student groups to spread awareness and enforce safety measures. Crick, with his technical skills, took charge of monitoring the situation through the university's network. As they divided their tasks, Anna and Mark brainstormed ways to communicate the urgency of the situation to the entire campus. "We need clear and concise information," Mark said. "Panic will only make things worse." Over the next few days, the team worked tirelessly. Lyra gathered critical data about the virus, identifying its transmission methods and the most vulnerable species. Armed with this information, Brack and Zarak organized teams to distribute masks and sanitizers, set up quarantine zones, and educate students on hygiene practices. Crick monitored the situation in real time, using the university's network to track outbreaks and coordinate responses. Anna and Mark focused on creating informative materials, including videos and posters, to communicate essential safety measures. The campus buzzed with activity as students from all species came together to fight the common threat. The sense of unity and purpose was palpable. Anna and Mark were constantly on the move, coordinating efforts, addressing concerns, and ensuring that everyone had the information. One evening, as they regrouped to assess their progress, Lyra shared a worrying update. "The virus is mutating. Some species are starting to show new symptoms." The room fell silent. The situation was more dire than they had anticipated. "We need a new strategy," Anna said, determination in her eyes. "We should collaborate with the university's scientists to develop a treatment. We can't just manage the crisis. We need to solve it." They reached out to the university's top scientists, proposing a joint task force to develop a vaccine or treatment. The scientists, impressed by the students' initiative, agreed to work together. The collaboration brought together the brightest minds from various species, pooling their knowledge and resources. Days turned into weeks as the task force worked around the clock. The campus remained under strict safety protocols, with students playing a crucial role in maintaining order and supporting those in quarantine. Anna and Mark were at the heart of the effort, coordinating between the task force and the student body. One day, after countless sleepless nights, the breakthrough came. The task force developed a treatment that was effective across multiple species. It was a moment of triumph and relief. The treatment was distributed quickly, and the virus was soon brought under control. The campus, once shrouded in fear, buzzed with celebration. Students and faculty alike praised the incredible collaboration and resilience that had saved them. Professor Tralek gathered the class once more. His voice, filled with pride and emotion, echoed in the hall. You have proven that unity and empathy are our greatest strengths. Your efforts have not only saved lives, but have also strengthened the bonds that hold our community together. Anna and Mark stood with their friends, feeling a deep sense of accomplishment. They had faced one of the greatest challenges imaginable and had emerged stronger and more united. The crisis had tested their limits, but it had also revealed the incredible potential of interspecies collaboration. As they looked ahead to the future, they knew that the Galactic Peace University would forever be a beacon of hope and unity, thanks to the lessons they had learned and the bonds they had forged. The journey had been long and arduous, but they had proven that together they could overcome any obstacle. With the virus under control, life at the Galactic Peace University began to return to normal. The sense of camaraderie and accomplishment from overcoming the crisis lingered, and the students felt a renewed sense of purpose. Anna and Mark, along with their friends Zarek, Brack, Lyra, and Crick, knew their journey at the university was nearing its end, but their work was far from over. One morning, Professor Trallick called an assembly in the Great Hall. The hall was filled with students from every corner of the galaxy, their diverse appearance a testament to the university's mission of unity and inclusion. Trallick stood on the stage, his presence commanding attention. Today, we celebrate not only the end of a crisis, but also the beginning of a new chapter for our university. He began. You have shown that together we can overcome any challenge. Your actions have created a legacy that will inspire future generations. The audience erupted in applause. Anna and Mark exchanged proud smiles with their friends. They had come a long way from their first day, when they were just two human students in a sea of alien faces. Trallick continued, to honor your contributions, we are establishing a new program at the university, the Unity Initiative. This program will focus on fostering collaboration and understanding among species through joint projects, cultural exchanges, and interspecies mentorship. The announcement was met with enthusiasm. The Unity Initiative was exactly what the university needed to build on the momentum of their recent achievements. Anna and Mark were invited to be part of the inaugural team to launch the Unity Initiative. They eagerly accepted, knowing this was a chance to leave a lasting impact. Their first task was to design a curriculum that would promote empathy, cooperation, and problem-solving skills. We need to incorporate the lessons we've learned, Anna said during one of their planning sessions. We should include real-world scenarios that require students to work together and think critically. Mark agreed. And we should have workshops that allow students to experience each other's cultures and perspectives firsthand. Zarek suggested creating a mentorship program where older students could guide new ones, sharing their experiences and helping them adjust to the university's diverse environment. Brack proposed a series of interspecies sports and team-building activities to foster trust and camaraderie. Lyra and Crick worked on developing interactive simulations and virtual reality experiences that would allow students to walk in each other's shoes, understanding the challenges and strengths of different species. As the Unity Initiative took shape, Anna and Mark reflected on their journey. They remembered the initial uncertainty and excitement of being the first human students at the university. They recalled the friendships they had forged, the challenges they had faced, and the growth they had experienced. The official launch of the Unity Initiative was marked by a grand ceremony. Representatives from various species attended, eager to see the program that promised to strengthen the bonds within the Galactic Peace University. Anna and Mark stood on the stage, addressing the crowd. We are honored to be part of this initiative, Anna began. Our time here has shown us the power of diversity and the importance of empathy. We believe that through the Unity Initiative, we can continue to build a community where every voice is heard and every perspective is valued. Mark added, this program is not just about solving problems. It's about building relationships, understanding each other, and working together to create a better future. We have seen firsthand what we can achieve when we unite, and we are excited to see what the next generation will accomplish. The ceremony concluded with a symbolic gesture. Students from different species came together to plant a unity tree in the university. The tree, with its multicolored leaves representing the diversity of the university, would stand as a reminder of their shared commitment to unity and collaboration. As the crowd dispersed, Anna and Mark felt a profound sense of fulfillment. They had not only made their mark on the university, but had also set the stage for future students to continue their work. Their journey at the Galactic Peace University had come full circle. They had arrived as outsiders, unsure of what to expect, and were leaving as integral members of a community dedicated to peace and understanding. The lessons they had learned, the friendships they had formed, and the impact they had made would stay with them forever. As they prepared to depart, they knew their journey was far from over. The universe was vast, with countless worlds to explore and new challenges to face. But no matter where they went, they would carry the spirit of the Galactic Peace University with them, a spirit of unity, empathy, and hope for a better future. And so, with hearts full of gratitude and minds brimming with possibilities, Anna and Mark set off on their next adventure, ready to bring the unseen perspectives they had gained to the far reaches of the galaxy.